first pronoun. You say he is saying, she is saying. That's all.
That is difficult for us to...
Very difficult to understand. What is the time you want to know? You see, it says that this is not the time here. It is 4.5 hours behind. I have not corrected the time.
3:30 p.m.
3:50 p.m. in England. That's the time. You see, you have heard it before. So if you ask the question, what is the time? I say it is 3:53. England time is in England.
I heard.
So
It says automatically.
No, automatically.
When I say, I look at the watch, clock watch.
You are not even looking at the clock. The information that is there says it is 3:50.
Just pixel it.
Yes. You are not. You never look at the watch. Clock is here.
No, I look at the clock and tell.
You say I look
You
at the
ask me,
clock.
what is the time? Either I see my watch.
So this is not interested. The clock is not interested in telling the time. Nobody is interested in finding out the time. There, inside of you, only when the question arises, what is the time, you look at the clock. So that girl there who is cooking, she does not know what time is. You can put the clock before her. So if I press this and if she hears that this is 6:30, then she knows that it is 6:30. Because that's all that she knows about the time. Not to read the clock, because she has not been taught. In every language, you see, they teach us for hours and hours about the time. You know, to read the time in all languages. So whatever you are taught, you are repeating like a machine. The assumption that that is the identity that I am talking about. The memory is all that is there. That memory is not yours, not mine. Created by those people who existed before. Don't ask me the question how originally it started.
Supposing the
time is lost by a person, how is it he becomes so conscious of the time?
Huh? That is the only time I have. You don't have another time. Achievement.
I see. The clock time.
The clock time is all
that is there.
The body also knows that it is foolish, because that why I ask the time is there is a difference between the way this body is running and the way that clock is running. You know, this you can understand this. When you are thinking furiously, that means you see you are occupied. You see this time, and you see, you watch the clock, it's only 5 minutes, 10 minutes, that's all. When you are not thinking, that runs faster. I don't know if you have ever noticed. A sick man lying in a bed, you say the time is hanging heavy. Because he is not thinking about that at all. The time factor is not involved. So the clock runs slow there, because this is running fast. If this does not run fast, you see the absurdity of the clock. Already 4 o'clock, already 5 o'clock, you say to yourself many times. When you want to wake up for the plane to take at 6 o'clock, you wake up half a dozen times. You still find that it is only 1 o'clock and it's 1:15, 1:20. You understand what I'm saying?
What does it mean, sir? You said that way.
This is not interested in thinking at all.
So
You are preoccupied with your misery, and so there is a difference between this clock and that clock. This is running faster than that clock. If you are not involved with your thoughts, you see, this is slow and that is fast. I don't know if you get it.
It appears.
It appears. So
Actually, there is no difference there, but here difference is here.
Yes, the difference is here, not there.
Okay. Then
That is why they say that the body clock is not in harmony with the clock created by us. You see, they also say why we fix 360 days. That is really the problem for the body, because it has no calendar. That is the reason why we push the children. They have their own clock, they eat their own way, they wake up in the middle of the night and bother you. But we want them to fit themselves into this frame, and then you see they, for their own reasons, forced to become part of our clock mechanism. That is
Very interesting.
you mean
that's why I sent it to you.
can
It says that light,
Yes.
time is measured in terms of light. And even light is not absolute.
Nothing
So
is...
because if the gravitational pull is very larger than the Earth's gravitational pull, the light starts, it cannot travel in the same
It gets bent. Gets bent.
Gets bent
Yes.
and
You see, the agelessness,
more time.
the aging is due to
Speed
your
of light
thinking.
increases.
You know, otherwise the body has its own rhythm, it runs out on its own. So your thinking is responsible for the aging process. What you call aging?
So if I say there is no thinking,
They don't say if I say there is no thinking. And what would you do?
shall I say that thinking is time?
Thought is time.
Thought is time?
Thought is time. The moment the thought is born, the time is there.
born.
The thought is not, it is not thoughtless state, it is not timeless state.
Can you say there are three time factors? One is the clock time,
That
the
is
other
it.
is biological time,
Yes.
and third is my thinking
There is
time.
only one time. And that time does not exist.
Which time
It
does
is
it
immeasurable. There is no way you can measure the time of this body.
I see.
You know? So we are influenced by that time all the time.
So you did experiment in Paris, in a cave, he sat there, no calendar, nothing else, no clock. So he could live for 48 hours. This a day, he did not be 24 hours.
That's what I am saying. There is no day
Yes.
in the body. So those who go into the space, they have found out, you see the twins, they have given this, they are wondering, the whole thing started this way, there are twins. The twin is on this planet, Earth planet, one fellow goes in the space for days and days, he comes back, and this fellow who is stationary has aged much more than the fellow who was there in the space, because the time is out for him.
That is a triple rahasya. It is.
Einstein talks about it.
In Tripura Rahasya, they imagine these things. They can
How do I imagine that this can happen?
You will know. How am I talking? You think I have read these articles? I haven't. You see, that is why that fellow there in Delhi asked this question. He has come into his own, on his own, through his own, or he has, because everybody is talking the same thing now. Am I learning these things from them, or he has come out on his own? What some of these people are talking. Today I was talking to these things 15 years ago, 21 years ago. You know. So now they are beginning to realize in their own way. See, they are more interesting than all these Vedantins talking about time. See, this is metaphysics. That is not metaphysics. So they are interested in finding out. That is why I say, if somehow the scientists find out that there is a God, they are the ones who will certainly believe in that. He is himself first. But a religious man, if it is found that there is no God, he will still continue to believe in God. That's the difference between them. They will totally believe in God.
But can the science find out that there is God?
Because God does not exist. It is.
Then why did you say, sir?
As an example, I am saying the religious man is incorrigible. His belief. That is the greatest danger in the world today. If these political ideologies fail, there is a danger of these religious people stepping in and fooling those people that we have answers for your problem. Then you see, it is not that. You see, what will happen is fundamentalism will be on the rise. It will be the worst thing. He may not agree with me. Those people who are praising Hinduism, they will be fundamentalists like the Iraqis or the Iranians there. Not that religion, Hinduism has an answer. Hinduism has no answer for our problems. It is Hinduism that has created all this starvation, this misery. How can you tolerate oneness of life and universal brotherhood? How can you tolerate starvation? Huh? Don't talk of starvation to me. And we are very well fed. We sit and discuss the problem of starvation. He is the one. He is not asking the question, why is there starvation? Very well-fed people sit here and discuss about the starvation. And you tell him that the starvation is there for him because he did something terrible in his past life. Is that the answer for that? I'm sorry. In his next life, for this torture, he will be well-fed. What are you talking? The same in the West. Don't imagine it. See, there is a possibility of starvation in this country. How can you imagine starvation, misery, and then you see countries, rich countries like America, the slums there and the slums here in India, compared to them, this is a paradise, I tell you. You come with me, I will show you. Valentine first time visited the United States in 1981. She didn't want to go for some reason. She was fascinated by New York City and all the skyscrapers. Valentine, I will take you to the real America. No. So we got into a taxi, a car I think, went there to the Harlem. Is this America, she said. If this is America, I am not interested in this country. There is no poverty in Switzerland. Nobody starves in this country. See, that's a small country that is understandable. You know, why 7,000 people in San Francisco City have no roofs over their head, I want to know. Huh? Why people there are collecting things from the garbage in the world's richest country, I want to know. That country has no answer for Russia.
Bag ladies.
Bag ladies, hundreds of them. Huh? How can you justify those things? What good is that system? Good for me, for her, not for the world. If that is the kind of government we are going to have, what little they have achieved in this communist country of feeding everybody and sheltering everybody will be destroyed. So that fellow should be shot dead. You know, Gorbachev. And she is living like a Zarina or buying all the rich things there. Now she has understood what I was telling years and years ago. You don't believe that first time when they visited New York to attend the United Nations gathering, that bitch and he went straight to Bloomingdale to buy the things there. I don't trust such a fellow, that bitch Raisa. You did not believe, people did not believe when I said the things that are likely to happen. Not prophecy, Chandrasekhar is a simple, common sense, educated guess. See what is happening there. It will break up. They cannot stop that. No. It's a huge, it never was won, Russia. Never was won. This country, you don't talk to me about the heritage, great heritage of you, and I am not interested. If that heritage has produced people like me, it is not worth bothering.
You're quite happy about this heritage, sir, that it produced people.
No, not me. Despite that heritage, of great heritage of India, as long as there is one star, don't tell me, ask me what I am doing. But I am not talking about the starvation. You are the guide. Tell him that he did something terrible in his past life. Is that the answer, sir, your Vedanta? Come on, sir. Maya, is it Maya? Jagan Midhya, Brahma Satyam, that is Satyam. Your Brahman is Midhya.
So you said that there is thought sphere, and thoughts are not generated in the human mind.
They are not self-generated.
Where is
They are
this
not
sphere, sir? Can you elaborate this?
See, thought is memory, nothing else.
And then why
What
do
is
you
it that
thought
gets-
sphere, sir?
No, thought sphere means all around us. You see. It is not the consciousness that these people are talking about. There is no consciousness other than memory.
How does thought sphere exist? In what form?
It doesn't exist. It is transmitted from generation to generation.
So there is no thought sphere exists?
No.
Because you said thoughts come from thought sphere and the brain works as an antenna. You
That is, you see, the response to the stimulus.
Yes, sir. Where is this stimulus coming from? That's what we are asking.
That is stimulating, that light is stimulating your eye, throwing the image on the retina.
Where is the thought sphere, sir? From which you are coming? You
That
mentioned
is-
about the thought
that
sphere.
is knowledge that is passed on to us.
Genes.
Huh?
Genes.
It is not in the genes, it is a translation of a sensory perception within the framework of your memory.
Memory is in cells.
We don't know, nobody has given any
It is in the cells.
They are neurons, they say.
They are transmitted through the cells and through the genes.
That we don't know yet. One of these days they will find out whether the genes also transmit the memory from generation to generation. What blocked the whole understanding is the theory of evolution. You see that joker, Darwin, his theories are false.
In the Omni book you gave me the genes are...
You know that Omni, this woman who interviewed me, she wrote 10 times, 10 times she prepared the interview, and so 10 times she submitted. Every time they rejected, they have asked her to write 11th time. So they are not satisfied with what she has done. So they don't know. She does not know what to do with my...
Genes are immortal and they are using the body as a vehicle, you know.
Yeah. Body does not belong to you, sir. We are
Genes
matter. Then once this happens, it becomes part of the whole. You have no separation.
This high consciousness, do only
Where
human
is
beings
it?
have or?
Where is it? You tell me.
No, I have it in I don't know.
Where?
I can't look at it.
Where is?
It's there in the mind, obviously. You say
You
thought
are
process.
you are making statements.
You say thought process.
Don't make any statements. Those are the things which you have memorized and somebody has put in there. Apart from that, you really don't know a thing about that.
The people like me do have. Do
Where
other
is it?
teachers also have?
Don't say people like me. If you have, you must be able to tell me. Don't bother about what others said. People say you can't tell me the things that you are talking about.
Is there a way of finding out by myself, sir?
No. There is no need to find out.
There is no need to find out.
This does not want to learn anything, or does not want to know anything.
Well, because we want to get out of this misery of life. That's why.
Who is trying to...
Don't ask that Vedanta question. Who does not exist? The assumption that there is some entity there is the problem for you. You cannot conceive of talking without a talker, seeing without a seer, physical seer, not the spiritual seer I'm talking about.
So I stand for illusion.
Huh?
I stand for illusion.
The I is a first person singular pronoun. The language has created this problem for you. That is the only I that is there. Huh? Everything else you experience is what those jokers taught. There is no ego there. All that you are doing to free yourself from ego is the one that has created the ego and keeps it going. You will never be free from the ego. Because you are trying to be free from something that is not there. So you are concerned about how to be, if what they say is true, the desires are hormones, the whole structure of ethical codes of conduct collapses.
How, sir? Please explain.
Desire is a hormone.
If that is proved that way,
Yes.
how does the ethical code...
There is no way you can free yourself from the desire. If the desire is not there, you are a cause. So you are not dealing with this living. You are dealing with how to be free from desire and what the hell you are interested in freeing from something that is not there and talk of desirelessness that does not exist. Why you are doing all this? Because the society says that you should be desireless. The spiritual man says, replace that desire with the spiritual desire. All desires are the same.
Is desire only for us or for the liberated one also, sir?
There is no liberated one at all. The other time says, he is liberated from this nonsense of wanting to be a desireless person, wanting to be free from anger, wanting to be free from greed, wanting to be free from anger, jealousy.
Do you have any desire, sir?
Huh?
Do you have any desire?
No, not in it, because I am not doing anything to free myself from desire.
Is it because we want to free ourselves from, do we have desire?
Yes.
But sometimes it is not...
No, sometimes you have never tried it seriously. Dangerous also. What is there is only the movement that is trying to free from desire. So, to be in desireless state also is a desire. To be in a thoughtless state is also a thought. Don't give me the example of the Vedantins. You know, you use a stick to stir the fire and throw it away. You are not going to throw it away.
The other day you were mentioning...
Forget about the other day.
A new type of television which you want to install it here. Is it a desire or...
No, convenience and economic reason. You see, every time we have this transfer, we have to pay $30. You see, every time. So we have spent more than $3,000. She has spent more than $3,000 to transfer them onto the PAL system. So with that you can buy 3,000 means what? How much you can take? 51,000 rupees. You can buy 2 multi-system televisions here. I can send them directly from the United States. You can play them and watch. You understand? Saving money is the design. Practical. And so now I have revised, I don't even know if we need that. You see, this one will serve it for
There was no time and thoughts were not there.
You really don't know whether the thoughts are not there or not there, are there or not there. You have no way of knowing.
When we
The thought is there when you want to know. So you maintain that knowing, consuming tremendous amounts of energy. That is the identity. What is the identity that tells you that you are bored, that you are not happy, that you are not enlightened, that you are angry, that you are greedy, that you are jealousy, that you are this, that and the other? Huh? That it is hot, cold, light, bright, sun, that is Valentine. It never tells me. Where is the need for me to recognize that it is Valentine's portrait? What for? Nobody is asking me. I am not asking whose photo is that.
Then what is it that tells me that it is Valentine's photo?
It is the memory.
Memory.
Yes. So you are nothing but memory. What is that memory? Just neurons. Where are they? Are they in the brain? No, now they are beginning to say that memory is not only, you can survive. You see, that is a baby born without brain. She is enjoying, the child is enjoying Walt Disney. Then laughing like any one of us without brain. What are you talking? It's before long. It may not happen in your lifetime and my lifetime, but it is going to happen. That they will put a small chip there in your brain, which contains the totality of human knowledge from the very beginning. So my importance as one who knows a lot more than you do is out. Now it is available for sale in Australia for $1,600, I don't know how much it is. The whole of Encyclopedia Britannica is put on a single disc. What you have to do, and you have to buy a special kind of a television, and that talks to you, it reads for you. Single disc, the entire Encyclopedia Britannica. It's a fact, it is not a dream. You need money, you can buy a television, you can buy the disc, you play the disc. If you want to read silently, you can read it on the television, you can listen and listen to that on the television. The whole Encyclopedia Britannica had a single disc. The 3 conversations you have, they made in, now they have put it on a disc. So you see, already my conversations are on a disc. You see, all this will be 150, 200 tapes, audio tapes can be put on a single disc. So I know you don't know. What is my importance? Huh? My memory is better than yours. That's all. And why should I feel proud? I am enlightened. This is not materialism, sir. Even that materialism is an outdated idea. The whole thing is built on matter. You know, that is not the materialistic philosophy. The spirituality is the materialistic. Of course, you want enlightenment to deal with the material values. What are you talking? Why do you go and pray? What for? Only for your material needs.
No.
What else?
To get out of these tormenting thoughts.
What for?
Thoughts be totally.
You are not going to succeed.
To get out of misery, sir.
The misery is created by your God. You don't understand.
I will create the misery and then I am going to overcome my misery
It
to
is not.
from God's help.
Look, it's very simple. In those days, the people lived in jungle. Huh? They could not control fire. So you turn fire into a god and you worship the god. Now you are able to control fire. Why the hell you should worship fire as a god? Rain. You have umbrellas, you have raincoats, you have every way of protecting yourself. And why should you worship that? Of course, you still have to worship sun. If the sun is absent for 30 days, if the planet stops rotating, that will be the end of all forms of life on this planet.
Aditya Hridayam.
Aditya Hridayam is responsible for denying what belongs to everybody on this planet. There is plenty for everybody on this planet. Nature has created abundance. Huh? And why is there stuff? You don't know, sir, these countries. You condemn these people. Corruption is on a gigantic scale in the United States. They don't like what I'm saying. I don't say. In India, I don't condemn India. I condemn only the United States. See, point out the absurdity of starvation. You don't believe, sir? Our slums compared to the slums in the United States are paradise.
The Bombay slums.
Bombay slums. At least they have some shelter here. Those people in San Francisco, 7,000 of them walk in the streets. No place to sleep. How can you tolerate that kind of a thing? Bad women. Like these dogs there, they pick up things from the garbage. You see, people throw away everything. Those who have plenty. It's the same here. The rich man is doing the same thing. How can you tolerate that? Where is the oneness of life? It has to hurt you physically, not spiritually, not poetically, not romantically. Then you will not hurt.
No, that is political, social welfare. Sir.
You are responsible. Why do you separate?
Spiritually, if I exist, everything exists.
If you
If
don't
I don't exist, nothing exists.
So you no, it's a philosophical fact. You are talking about philosophical, intellectual concept. It is not a fact in your life. So you have no business to talk about that.
I am projecting the world.
You are
If
projecting.
the drop finish, the world doesn't exist.
That's a theory to you. If that is the way you are functioning, then it's too dangerous. Don't do that. For God's sake, pity's sake, for your sake, for the sake of the world, don't do that.
But you don't accept this theory that this world is a mental projection of you.
Come on, don't joke. Theoretically, yes, it is, but factually, it is not.
Actually also because the three stages, again we come to the same thing, the sleep, the wakefulness and sleep, they are operating like a tape and
You are repeating what is there in the books. Vedanta nonsense. There are no three states, there is no state at all.
These are not your words, he says. Not really says that clocks are very limited devices. He points out that the past does not exist except in our memory.
That's all.
His line is exactly.
Bangalore Gopinath said, sir, that Charan Singh died.
Yes, Charan Singh died. I told him that he was practicing kindness of heart too much, so he has had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heart attacks.
All states government were forgetting.
Charan Singh,
And he believes that it was the other Charan Singh. Ranganathan was here.
And our Aparajita was correcting him. He died long time ago.
But he was not ready to believe.
He was not. Ajit Singh's father. Ajit Singh's father.
And he believed that because he does not want his supreme God to die.
No, this supreme God, super God can die. He can never die.
Huh?
As per Rangarajan, he being super God, he can never die.
No,
Superman.
he's a madman.
Rangarajan.
Now he wants to go to Tirupati Chandrasekhar and he has saved 5,000 rupees. He wants to put it in the hundi.
Same Rangarajan.
Same Rangarajan, he was telling me this morning. He didn't go to work. He's crazy. Huh? Why should you put 5,000 rupees there? 6,000 he has saved.
6,000.
Rupees. He's going to
Because
Tirupati.
Guru is dead, he wants to go to Tirupati.
No, he doesn't believe that the Guru is dead. You told him that it's not this Charan Singh.
No. I told him, your Guru, how can he die? Don't bother about this news. He was shocked. The moment he said, your Charan Singh is dead, what? He was shocked.
Why should he be shocked?
Take it easy.
Sir, saints and sinners die exactly the same way. They are born exactly the same way.
How can your master die? He is born, never born.
The one who believes that Jesus was the son of a virgin and not a bitch can believe anything. This is my line. Hey, don't say that, you see, on the television. Yes, he was a mixed up kid. I don't care. Next time they don't invite me. You know, it's not like this. You see, if some such statement is made, they will lose business. If they run them not with the aid of the government, but commercials, they will withdraw all the commercials, they will be in trouble. You know.
They not made such statement there.
Huh? I did. What do I care? Next time they don't invite me.
How many interviews recorded?
I have it here, 2 hours.
Video or,
Huh?
video or audio?
Audio. Video, she did not do that day. No, she's still trying. The problem for them is to where to fit me. In what cage they can put me. They are finding it difficult.
Difficult to cage you.
Huh? You are not going to succeed. The day you succeed, that's the end of me.
How can you say this? You don't believe the Vedantists, but the modern science people...
I don't believe them
one day-
either.
No, but you said one day they may find out what memory is.
That
How
is-
can, they are part of the memory. How can they come out?
That is why basically whatever they have found so far, you see, is valid within a certain framework. You know? That is more reliable than this fellow sitting in a cave and fancying things. See, they know that now. See, when they have come to a point where they see order in this frame cannot be sustained because the next frame shows there is chaos in the universe. Huh? I forgot, I will send you that tape, Chandrasekhar, the BBC chaos. It's very interesting, all the scientists talking about. They are all lost. You see